Hi angels, welcome to Earth Angel Energy. I'm the Earth Angel and today I'm bringing you another general message. We're just going to tap into the energy and see what we get. I do hope everyone's doing well and feeling very blessed. Okay, let's see. Alright, Ace of Wands, woo, fiery energy. Okay. Someone is watching you right now with a lot of fire in them, thinking about a choice they made, a choice maybe they would like to make. Let's see. Okay. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here. Okay, it looks like it's multiple people. Okay. I'm seeing this very uncommitted energy from people in the past. And uncommitted can happen in a lot of different ways. Say for instance, you have a friend who's not really there for you. You have a relationship where they're not fully invested in the situation. Yeah, Five of Swords. Nine of Wands. As someone's life is getting more and more difficult, there's something about you or thinking about you. The Three of Pentacles. That's heavily on this person's mind here. For some of you, you are moving forward in your life. There's something about your life looking exciting or you looking exciting right now. Page of Cups. Four of Cups. People who maybe in the past made you feel like you had to walk away, you had to disconnect, or their energy, yeah. It's like a total role reversal. If there was anyone who made you feel like they didn't care about you, once again, it's like their actions just didn't line up with you maintaining a relationship with them. It's now like this very strong desire of I should have gone a different way. I should have stayed connected with them. I should have committed to them. I should have supported them. Two of Cups. Five of Wands and the Ace of Swords. I'm also getting there's this energy too, and this will happen a lot, especially if this kind of thing happens, right? Someone disrespects you, someone doesn't fully believe in you or wants to commit to you. You move forward and you continue on that upward climb in your life. You do better, you live better, you look better. There is this energy where it's like you're in these people's eyes. Once again, as I read this energy, I'm reading it from their perspective. I'm reading their energy and their viewpoint on the situation. As you raise your value, as you become less attainable, your value in their eyes goes up. That also means that it's going to be harder to access you. It's going to be harder to get you to care for them or to be interested in them. There's something here about multiple people from your past feeling like you're a lot less accessible than you are now. For some of you, you've had some sort of transformation. It could be financial, it could be physical. There's definitely people who feel like they're just not in your pay grade anymore, not in your tax bracket anymore. Let's get a little bit more. You're just looking I just heard expensive. And once again, energetically expensive. So you could look really good. You could be ambitious. You could have gone somewhere else. Something about you elevating. Energetically expensive. Yeah, Six of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, very clear with this star. So what does energetically expensive look like? Say, for instance, you get really fit. Then all of a sudden it's oh gosh, well, I have to line up with them in order for them to be interested in me now. Maybe you move somewhere else and it's oh my gosh, now they don't live in our town anymore. That's expensive. That takes more resources. That takes more effort. But that also seems to correlate with you living a very happy, prosperous, and exciting life here. Three of Pentacles. You're growing, you're blossoming. You could be meeting new people, connecting with new people. Wow. Just sort of this steady climb, this steady ascension. I think for a lot of you too, And it can be really normal during your spiritual journey to be afraid to step out of the box. It can be really normal to be afraid to get out there and meet people. Now, the biggest piece of advice I always give, if you're like, okay, I'm ready to change my life, I'm ready to go to a different place, I'm ready to put myself in a different circumstance, please make sure that you're like actually planning this out really well. Because sometimes I hear people say, you know what, I'm just going to completely change my life. I'm going to walk away from everyone and everything. They don't have anything to fall back on, and that can be really stressful. But for a lot of you, this is something that you've been working on, something you've been preparing for. You kind of got all your ducks lined up in a row, and things are starting to blossom for you. You're becoming open. You're meeting new people. When God is sending new opportunities to you, you're taking them. 10 of Pentacles. This is going to turn out really, really well for you with the Fool. But once again, there is also this feeling of, it's not even necessarily that this is like shocking to people, but when I was having a conversation recently, and I tell people this all the time, I think sometimes people get really discouraged when they feel like the people in their life like don't believe in them, or, you know, you say you're going to do something and people are like, well, yeah, okay, whatever. That's so normal. People are always skeptical of people until they do it. And so I just kind of learned, you know, once you actually show and deliver and say, hey, this actually worked out for me, then people are like, oh, okay, like I actually believe that you were going to do this. But I don't think it really had anything to do with you or your capabilities. I just feel like this is a natural human reaction. So, you know, if you said, you know, I'm going to get into a new relationship, I'm going to get that new job, I'm going to move to that place, I'm going to get into this new industry, I'm going to have a child, I'm going to buy a house, get an apartment, get a dog. There's something here where there's a wider transformation happening in your life. And once again, with that 7 of Pentacles, it's like people knew that you were capable of this, but to actually see it is really shocking. The 10 of Cups, and you look happy, you look healthy. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Now, I'll be honest, and I'm getting a lot of different masculine energies here as well. So I get multiple people here who are kind of feeling this way about you at the same time. I'll be honest, for some of you, there was also this belief. You always seemed like quite like a happy, honestly pretty fortunate or like lucky person. I think for a lot of you, you do kind of operate in that mindset of like, I really just like to share my successes. You know, I like to work hard behind the scenes. If I go through challenges, I kind of resolve them on my own. But when things go well for me, I like to, you know, celebrate that and share that. And that can create an energy of people just thinking that like everything works out for you simply because they don't know anything else. And so there was this belief that you were like a very happy and fortunate person. And I'm going to be honest, the energy was kind of like they're always happy and like, are things really just going to keep working out for them? And like, once again, if this is your energy, like you work hard, you plan, you make sure that you have backup plans, you make sure that you have support. Like, I don't see a reckless person here. I think you're willing to take risks, but I also think you're willing to take calculated risks. Like, I'll be honest, like if you're like just getting ready to like leave your job, you're not just going to leave without something lined up or without another source of income. Like that's not the energy that I'm seeing here. I'm seeing someone here who makes really good decisions, someone who is willing to kind of open up and be open to new opportunities and new places. But once again, you create your luck, you create your prosperity through taking advantage of opportunities and just making sure that, you know, all your ducks are lined in a row. But from an outside perspective, there was this feeling of like, oh, everything always works out for them, or they're so happy. Like, really, are they going to get this new thing too? Because there's something about new. For some of you, once again, it's a new relationship. It's a new job. It's moving to a new place. It's traveling somewhere. It's getting that new house or that new apartment or that new car. And for some of you, this is something you're building up to too. Now, personally, in this economy, I wouldn't really recommend like getting out here and just like really splurging unless you've really, really got it like that. For some of you, this is connections. This is you making great new friends. This is you getting into a great new relationship. This is something that you've been working on for a long time and it's finally starting to take off. But there was this feeling of like, you had this abundance of good stuff in your life, good connections, friendships, opportunities. Some of you look really good too. And as this next step of your life is kind of coming to fruition, it's blossoming, your garden is growing. This is really what I'm getting from a lot of these past people. I think number one, there's a little bit of insecurity on their end that you simply are making things happen in your life, like you're not staying stagnant. There's a lot of new, good energy here. But there is kind of almost this brand that's forming around you of like, they can really have whatever they want. They can really accomplish whatever they want. But it's because you figured out the blueprint. You work with God, you put in the work, you make sure that you have a level of security around you so when life's challenges come along, you don't fully fall off. But from the outside looking in, there is this feeling from people from the past of feeling like you get everything that you want. And there's also this sadness and disappointment that they're not attached to someone with this kind of manifestational power. Because once again, God helps those who help themselves, and I feel like you're really putting in the work and effort. You've been listening, you've been paying attention, you've been making good decisions. The moon. And expect this energy to increase. We've been getting that a lot. Where things are going to be getting really, really tough for a lot of people, and a lot of people in your past. But I feel like you've been taking really good care to take care of yourself. Take care of your affairs, take care of your ambitions. And there's going to be kind of this continued mythology of like, how are they doing so well? Or how are they still stable? Or how are they still thriving when so many of us are having such a hard time? But also remember too, what you went through with these people, where you really just had to listen to yourself, where you really just had to listen to people who had your best interests at heart, where you didn't listen to the naysayers. But at the same time, you also listened to channels like mine and other people who say, follow your dreams, make sure that you have a good plan, and make sure that you work with God so that He can help you throughout this whole process. But there's a lot of people in your past who don't do that. And they think that you're just blessed, or everything always works out for you perfectly. But you have challenges. You have hardships. But you figured out the blueprint to get to where you want to be despite all of that. It's a powerful energy, but there is a level of mystery. Like a lot of people from your past generally kind of mythologize you in their mind. And this is a pretty rare energy. Someone who can move forward definitively and continue to kind of gain wisdom and opportunity and prosperity. That's not a super common thing that people run into. You're very, very rare. But the nice thing I see here is your blessings and your abundance because of your hard work, because of your careful steps that you're taking in life. It's going to continue. It looks very solid. So congratulations on that. That's what I have for you. Really, really nice energy. Definitely some like past energies. I feel like this gravitation or energetic pull on you is going to increase as their lives kind of get more and more unstable, because there's a level of stability that seems to be attached to you here that people are really kind of trying to figure out how you do it. But I see how you do it. You're blessed, but you also deserve what you have. You're making really good decisions. You're moving forward. I think we're all kind of dealing with some challenges here, but you know what you need to do and you're going to get there. It looks really good. That's what I have for you. I do hope this resonated. I hope you enjoyed that. And I want to thank all of my Patreon patrons for supporting me. That ensures that I can continue to share these beautiful messages with all of you. And of course, if you would like, I can always do a private reading for you if you want me to read the energy in your situation. But thank you so much. And until I see you next time, stay safe, stay blessed, and God bless you.